Throwing now, Milrow. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Keeper caught the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Milrow throwing again now on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Here he goes, third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it fourth and short. Trying for it, it's Walker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back now for the second quarter. And the Seahawks, they've got to look towards the end zone.
18 Cardinal.
Pistol now for Milrow. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Got it. Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
18, pioneer. Hurt. 16, 19 tight. Ready.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Cowboy 80. 18, Rodney, 8.
Third and long for him here. As he makes his fourth interception of our season.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard.
On first and 10, it's Murray. He throws a bullet deep to the touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Seahawks 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. It's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
23-yard line.
Go on.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he cuts it through the defense. He goes. Root to bird. Into the red zone. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later. Trey Benson, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, break.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
70, ready. Set, hawk 70, hawk 70.
Now it's Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Pack moving like go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, it's Murray. Balled in again, it's McBride. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Murray. he put everything he had into this one. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without true interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Hey, check it. Seven Tigers.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
On the go.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Trap 60. Cut 19. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
To throw. Here's Milrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
19. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Go.
Milrow now to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Dropped underneath. Walker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at.
Ready.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in a hurry-up here. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Panther 60 Broncos.
Trying for it with Milrow. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
This reeled in by Benson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They're 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Murray here on 1st down. This is a heater going deep. This is brought in at the 15. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He's got it over the middle. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. You're good on the point after. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Milrow with it on 1st. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Looking to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Cardinals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, stretch. Ready.
Milrow looking to throw. a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He is down to the 30-yard line. They get 35 out of that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
The Seahawks, first down. It's a gain of 35.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
42. Seahawks 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
It's completed right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good for the Seahawks.
We've set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
70, Tampa Wolf.
First down throw here from Milrow. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Milrow from the gun. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Panther 11. Here we go. 70, Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They are throwing it again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Murray to throw. Left side is in the hands of McBride. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Hauled in again. It's McBride. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. 25 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
From the gun, it's Murray. And that's wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Finds Benson out of the backfield. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. To the air, Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up third and 12.
Milrow throwing on third down. Trying for the deep ball. And they pick him up again. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. To the 15. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take
And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals tack on 7 more to their lead.
Cardinals 49, Seahawks 14.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, hurt.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And Milrow goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that first down. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks who have possession. They've got a lot of work to do, Brock. They are in a massive hole. First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing here, Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And this one's recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
On first and 10, it's Murray. That's caught. He finds Caden Prather. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First and 10 at the 19.
Benson now from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. It's inside the 10. He brings it in. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Look good on the point after. And the Cardinals continue adding on to that lead.
56. Seahawks 14.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go.
They give up the gut to Walker. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Go!
Staying with Walker. And he'll fire ahead for a few. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
Flat.
Running with Walker again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Seahawks hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now.
Going to the ground again on first. Bringing their full steam ahead, but we ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Ready?
First down, Seahawks.
They go with Walker here. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
Ready?
Walker running to the right. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, and his effort with a capital E.
So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.